All right, we've got a little formatting change to do here today. We do have our first sponsor, and I have to. I'm obligated to, as part of the contract, mention the sponsor, which I will do now. Our sponsor today is going to be Tupac Shakur's Coachella hologram. Yep, that's right. Tupac's Coachella hologram has donated all of his worldly possessions to us to ensure that today's episode happens. So, with that in mind, it will be low budget, but we will do our best to get some stuff done on this 2 hour stream today. I will be limited today to my 2 hour stream. And the reason for that is simply I have a child who wishes to consume lunchtime uh, meal with me at the school. So I will be heading up there after this. But again, thank you to today's sponsor, Tupac Shakur's Coachella hologram from a few years ago. Really, we couldn't have done this without you. So, without any further ado, let's start. We're going to try for a passive aggressive takeover if possible today. We're just gonna we got enough kids and heirs and such roaming around that we're gonna start looking at taking some strides to covering this whole thing. So I will end this particular dynasty or this playthrough. I'll probably end it once we control Ireland, Scotland, and England over here. I think that's where I'm going to stop. We'll have Iceland. We'll have these islands, but I want to get the Britannia. I think is what we'll end up having. I want to be the Emperor of Britannia, and once we get that, and we change the color to purple, or that purple red that we get from that, or maybe is it Scandinavia? I can't remember now. Now I'm tripping. Um, let's look. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Britannia, I was right. So once we get that, that's probably where I'll stop this particular series, and then we'll move on to another part of the map when we do this. But we do want to kind of make some moves. See if we can get some of England or Ireland itself. We'll grab that. Some of the Danes maybe. So we'll see. We'll see. Familiarity with the glorious Kraka signal spreads too. My family's device is now recognized in the regional circles of nobility, counted highly amongst the prominent Norse bloodlines. Excellent. So yeah, that's probably what we're gonna try and do. I don't know how long it's gonna take us. Someone did found the Kingdom of Ireland, which is cool. Um, but we'll see. We'll see what we can get done. Um, but that's our goal. I've decided that's the goal this time around. Is we are going to we're going to pull Emperor or Empress of Britannia and also have Iceland up here. We're going to grab all this and that's what we'll stop our playthrough with this one. Um, yeah, we're going to start fixing some stuff. Right now, though, we don't. Nephew-in-law still won't accept. But we're going to have to go through the ages a little bit and gather as much as we possibly can for. Let's see if we can find it. As far as military, not military technology, but Cassius Belli, CBs. Um, we need to get as much of those as we possibly can. because we want to hold fast. Don't run. Don't run from me, dog. All right. Welcome, by the way. Yeah, we want to grab as much as we can. I want royal prerogative for sure, but we're gonna have to grab chronicle writing, and then we're gonna have to move on to 1050 AD, which we're gonna get there very quickly, and we're way behind on getting some stuff found. But divine right is cool. We'll press several claims in a single war. Um, that's kind of what I want to get to. If we can grab that, then perfect. But that's a few years away. And then right here is what we really want, which is rightful ownership. But I do want to try and get some people in line to start taking kingdoms. If we can do Dynasty of Many Crowns, that would be awesome. But I understand if we can't, that's fine. You friend. Let me see. Yep, keep promoting culture, domestic affairs so they like me more, religious relations. Can we see? We can fabricate a claim on a county all we want. It doesn't really matter. What we really need is we need to who's your primary heir? Your primary heir is Duke Sealwolf the second, the poet. And who tugs at my son? Two of them are so busy scowling at each other, barely make eye contact with me. Child of stone. Ooh, that's for your grandmother, my guy. Sees the error of his ways, or he's gonna be like, fuck that bitch. Alright. Alright. So he understands the error of his ways. Good. There's his primary heir. Right there. So we need to try and get that dude to give me Sailwolf son. I would never deceive you, Ragnar. Immediately deceive. I feel like we can do that. Just kidding. Yep. We need... Uh-oh. Saga game has come of age. Good. Perfect, actually. Hold on. So, my dynasty... We've had so many kids that it's insane. Okay. The Princess of Iceland. No recipients found. Oh, yeah, that's because the filters. All. Ethelred. Hmm. Tempting. Is there something that I'm missing here? Because I know you have a son who is unwed. Or it's possible that we can grab that one, but we'll see. Maybe they'll say no. They're related, and there's a risk of their children being inbred. How the hell are they related? Let me see you. Okay. Okay. Neither of them are from my house. We're doing only matrilineal marriages. Parents. Neither of them are from my house. We'll move up the line. Still no one. Still no one. We're moving up the family line on the matrilineal side first. Okay. So none of them are related. So we'll go back. To him. And we'll go up his father's family line again. Or first, rather. Alright. Father. 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 Gonna keep going. Come on. And there's no mother listed here. That's also way too far back. So let's go back. And we'll go father, mother. Mother. Now we're here. Okay, so I don't think they're related. I think he's inbred. I think that's the problem. Maybe. Mother. Mother. See, we're back up. Yeah, so there's a lot of they're not married, they're not related. He's just inbred. It's kind of what that looks like. Okay, so maybe not a matrilineal here. You've got some people with claim that will have claims if we can pull this off. So let's snag, if that would be your primary heir, let's grab an older, see, we could do a sister, his twin sister. Let me check on that. Let me see who we have in our repertoire, as it were. He's my knight at 16. I'm not giving him up. He's my knight at 16. That's crazy work. My player heir son Ward. What if we wed him to Definitely Prince Ragnar. Hell yes. Definitely to her. That's his heir. That's, yeah. Because he's unmarried. He will have no children. Is she married? Yes. But if we can, I'm trying to think because there's a way we can make this work, and I know there is. But I want my son to have a claim to the throne. And if we can murder down the family line to make this happen, we're going to make it happen. Let's see if he'll accept this. Are you sickly? What's wrong with you? Spindly. Ooh, you have bad genes. So he will accept this. So if we can kill off his primary heir, it would fall to his daughter. But if we kill her off first, that's what we need to do. See, they're not related though. I've gone through their family tree. We'll plan a grand wedding and then we'll just murder as many people as we possibly can. We'll do the red wedding. I love it. Do you accept? He accepts. Excellent. And we'll just red wedding the shit out of him. The rough gemstone was destroyed. Hate having to spend that money, but so it shall be. Daughter approaches me as I'm sitting by the window. You haven't been the same since what happened. She doesn't say it, but I know she's referring to when my wet nurse Vasilia died of old age. Perhaps you need someone to talk to. I could be that someone. Okay. We need to find her a husband too. I can't believe my dad is still alive. Holy crap. 59. And he's one of my knights. Yes, my princess Saga. We need to find you a spouse. Matrilineal. I saw of Italy. Of Sweden. You got... What do you have claims to? Do you have claims to Sweden? Ooh. Mm. That's extremely tempting, but that's going beyond my means. Going beyond my means. Of Oxford. And what you got going on? Oh, he'll accept it too. Okay. Okay. We're making some moves here. We're making some moves. So I think we're gonna, for this guy, we're gonna complete this tree right here, and then we're gonna move over to intrigue, and we're gonna start. Yeah, we're gonna start working on scheming. But yeah, we will red wedding England and see how that goes. 50% chance of increasing my learning? Or my son's learning? Hell yes. Oh, my dad, Grandpa. Grandpa's telling a story. My gait pauses as I descend into the cellar. I fancy I can hear a voice. Yes, there it is. I spy my father, Heisinger, beside a fire, grandly holding his grandchild Ragnar, enraptured with a story. I listen in as well, catching only stray passages. Heisinger is recounting some tales from a life well lived, and the stories of times both new and old clearly rings very true with Ragnar, whose mouth hangs excitedly agape. Ooh. He can increase some other stuff too. Now, let's have him increase learning. And I gain elder advice. Maybe he does. He gains elder advice. Good deal. This is a good little event. It's wholesome. Belying the chaos to come. We want to try and grab a claim on Ireland too, so let me see you real quick. High King of Ireland. Who's your primary heir? Right here. You ain't got no kids. Let's arrange a marriage for him. Prince Constantine? Um, hmm. She's an adult. Let's grab matrilineal. Will not accept. Ooh, buddy. You hate me that much? That's unfortunate. That's fine. He'll probably die with no kids. No, he's only 19. I cannot believe. Okay, fine. You're 18. Catholicism is a stray. Okay. Had a guy that hated me with a. I've never seen anything go beyond 100 in either direction. Or did you just do the math? That's crazy. By the way, hello, good morning, no scope. What is this? Possessed. It said negative 347. What in the high hells? Holy crap. Temporary traits that affect one's body capabilities. So this is temporary. Sudden changes in emotion awareness. So why did he hate you so much? You know, it keeps saying I'm related to everyone, but I can't find anything on it. Mostly it was my brother that had claims on my land. I was also independent from the HRE, was head of the dynasty and culture. Oh, so it was like it was like sibling rivalry bad bad. Got you. Ain't no way. All right, I guess I'll wait for them to have kids and try to marry some kids. Maybe I can get her. Can I get her? Arranged marriage. 12. I've got a son who's here. See, the grand wedding would have helped here. We'll have to let's suck her up, or let's suck up to him. We'll start a sway. We'll start that, and I'll gift him an artifact to make him like me more. Give him a tooth. Here you go. Let's see if that changed anything. Also have 4 years till grant. I know. I don't know if you were in here when I mentioning that we're gonna do a red uh, for England. I got in on the family line with my son and heir. So if I can erase some of the competition, I'm gonna try for it. See, still won't accept it. But yeah, I've got a little bit. Oh, I guess you were, since you know I've got 4 years for the wedding. If nothing else, I know I have to leave here in about an hour and a half. So I'll cut the stream in about an hour and a half. One of my kids wants to have lunch with me at school, so I'm gonna go do that. But I do want to try for the red wedding, my first grand wedding. Um, this on another file. I'm playing another file of this. Just me kind of playing with the rules and the DLCs now that I have all the ones that are on console. Ooh, the poem is lauded or it's mocked. No, we always go safe on this. And I gain opinion and I get piety. Um, I've been playing around with all the little functions and stuff so that I don't look like a complete putz when I'm on stream. And I did my first grand wedding on as King of Scotland. So I want to see what the red wedding, what the murderous wedding is all about. And we got on the ground floor for England, so we're gonna try and take that. Ooh, the fated child. This is a big W, considering Ragnar's the future king of England. Uh, let's see. Certain intensity to his gaze. He walks also with a proud grace. He talks with conviction and firmness and exquisite clarity of syllable. Elders 5 times his age listen intently as he does so, drawn to the magnetism of Ragnar's personality, as if moths to a flame. There is something special about this child. The old songs talk of those who are marked to carry forward their people, a figure of great bearing and greater ability. Could it be true? Could Ragnar be anointed by fate? Um, yes. Gaines never seen that. Special something about lifestyle experience plus 10%. Nice. That's good. Very good. Oh, there's Germany, France, Italy. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try and take this eventually. I know the title of this video slash stream is gonna be, uh, passive aggressive takeover, but this is gonna be a very aggressive takeover. Which is a shame because I'm pretty sure I don't want to take out like the king here because we're actually, I think we're friends. No, we're not friends. Oh, oh, okay, we're not friends. Doesn't matter. No, plagues yet. We do not have plagues. That'll be fun. The queen now has architect. That's great. Like that. Love to see that. Need to get my culture. Got 3 months of county control. Now he can move on. Domestic affairs are going great. I also did my first grand tour and ended up imprisoning like half of my vassals because I did one for money, and they ended up like half of them decided they weren't going to pay me a tax at the end, and that's an offense punishable by or is actually considered treason. So I delanded all of them. I got unlanded every single one of them after arresting them, and then made them pay me money to be released after I took their land from them. And I ended up making more money than if they had just paid me the taxes, and I got landed. Let's see, reaches visibility, 55% chance. Or he could be scarred, disfigured, or maimed. Okay, wait. 2 blades rattle together in the bright sunlight, scraping along each other's lengths with a metallic shing. Ragnar holding the blade as if it were an extension of his arm. His sparring partner, Skoldir, staggers after him, puffing lightly. The two have been sparring for a while now, and Ragnar has barely broken a sweat. I wonder if he's even trying. What if I take over and just like, fight me? My teachings prove even more valuable Oh, that's what we do right there. Easy. Easy. I'm starting to sound like me after a few drinks. Fight me a little bit. Perfect. And it's very bothersome to me that I don't have this like little chunk right here. Um, let's see. I arrived back at my castle after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 36 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife Sigrid or any of my friends today. Wow. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feeling. Oh man, I was about to say these. I'm the king, and these motherfuckers forgot my birthday, but we're good. We're a okay. Happy birthday! What a surprise! All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me well as I begin the next year of life. There's even an entire table laden with saffron cakes, my favorite. Ooh, saffron. I don't like saffron. Hold on. Here, I was thinking that everyone had forgotten about me. I cannot believe that Sigrid went through all the trouble of arranging this in secret. I had not a clue such a thoughtful surprise was being planned at all. My friend sculled up carry three beautiful wrap packages. Ever the trick, he says, I've got three gifts. One shall be yours. Which one shall it be? See, I don't know. I just saffron has it has a good it has a good flavor. I guess I do like saffron rice, but I couldn't think of anything else where I'd like that because I don't like how it mixes with other flavors. I guess is my problem. But you know, rice is mostly flavorless. Um, I don't feel like saffron mixes well with other flavors, but I can eat some saffron rice. And I like the way saffron smells. I don't know. I have a hard time mixing that together. Um, let's do a small one. What did I just get a loofah? Did I just get a back cleaning loofah? A sponge on a stick? Is that my birth? I'm the king. That's my birthday present. The origin and purpose are unclear, but he emits a faint, unpleasant odor. A tiny health penalty, but child opinion plus 10. Yeah, use it for something else. You're right. Um. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I got you. Um. The next time I have to gift someone something to increase their opinion of me, and I have to choose an artifact, I'm giving them the shitty sponge. That's what they're getting. 100%. 100%. Not endorsed by my archbishop. I know I need to pay the pope. It is the only way. My sister is 40 and can marry. How did we not do this sooner? Whoops. No, she had to be married before. You have Altena. Okay, we'll grab that. Why do I have the option for a grand wedding? Did I miss something? Hmm. I know I hit Grand Wedding on that. Yeah. You do have promise a Grand Wedding, or but I did. I swear that I did. Am I crazy? I did that, didn't I? We'll revisit that when I officiate the betrothal. Huh. That was the whole point of agreeing to that. A long life and many children, buddy. She's 40. You might get one out, but your long life is already halfway over. Just looking. 17% chance. Yeah, that's not going to work. A lesson in charity. Hmm. Make him fickle. Um. Let's fix my problem here. Mr. Pope, His Holiness. No. Your Holiness. Why can I not? Huh. Can I, can I not ask for forgiveness anymore? I know we saw that before. Killing the Pope is crazy. Scheming the Pope is wild. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe we open it this way. No, because it was right here. Seek indulgences. That's not what we... I don't want indulgences. I want him to... Wait a second. You got some nerve. Mr. Pope, sir, I feel like being a sadist is not as bad as being lustful, sir. As the Pope, what do I know? What do I know? Hmm. Interesting. Interesting that I now can't uh, pay the Pope for forgiveness for being a sadist. Huh. Maybe I embraced being a sadist too much. Maybe that's the problem. Around a corner to find Ragnar and my Archbishop Henry engaged in quite a debate. Not an argument as far as I can tell, but rather a spirited exchange of ideas. Ragnar, his eyes bright, is fervently contending some religious minutia in great detail. Henry, to his credit, appears to be treating Ragnar as an equal despite their difference in years. Such eloquence, such wisdom. Hmm. Maybe it's because my Archbishop doesn't endorse me. Maybe that's why. Hmm. Military strength is inferior to ours. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out. We catch the deserters and nothing happens. Why would we? Why would nothing happen? Leading patrol, and we spot a group of figures emerging from the darkness of night. Hooded cloaks obscure their faces. One ungainly gait I recognize. Akramar, my knight. My lord, they're deserting. What should we do? Oh yeah, no, you're not leaving. Whoo! He is. After a short scuffle. Hold on, hold on. Someone walked on my door, and I guess one of the dogs thought that I was gonna be murdered or something. I don't know. Oh, okay. So after a short scuffle, the deserting soldiers are apprehended. Every soldier present, both loyal and not, know that punishment for this kind of betrayal can be harsh. The air is thick with anticipation and fear. My lord, Arngrimr meets my gaze with tired eyes. They are only children. We just want to go home. So I could execute them. 80% chance to gain one martial lifestyle perk, making them scrub the latrines. Tell you a story about discipline and honor. I gain a lifestyle perk. Or an example needs to be set. No. We do this because I don't want to kill a family member because that is looked down upon by the church. And I need to get forgiven for being a sadist. So, and plus I want the martial lifestyle perk so I can move on to the intrigue so I can uh, start with the passive aggressive / hostile takeover. Exactly. Exactly. That's my concern because I really want to lean into being a sadist, but not at the expense of not being able to further my own goals. So if I can get away with it, that's cool, but I don't want to do something that, yeah, like you just said, I'll never get the Pope to like me if I start murdering my family. Although I think it's justified, but we'll see. Whole situation could have turned out better, even if the deserters returned to the ranks and their comrades took the filthy lesson to heart. I feel like the problem remains. Why would they desert in the first place? I'm just as confused as I was at the start of this whole affair. Heightened soldier morale. for months. Simandor, Mormondor Ali's suffragan bishop has been digging up spurious contracts and fabricated histories. Now, Mortimer Ali acts as if it all amounts to a legitimate claim on the county of Iverness. Um, you. Who even are you? Duke Liam's steward. Okay. So we've gone to his location. We're going to say lies and more lies. Right here. Duke Liam. There's Mortimer Ali. You. Hey, man. Oh, it's literally just this. No. It's cool. It's cool. I'll take that in due time. I am going to... Where is it? Right here? I'm going to try and grab this county. Just as a fabricate claim. Oh! A humping of a horse shakes me from a slight reverie. Looking up, I see a charger-born warrior slowly trotting a steed up the courtyard. Colbane, is that you? He looks down, bowing his head respectfully. I come seeking a child. Ragnar is under your care, is he not? A barely perceptible head nod is rather offset by the approach of the watchful guard. Have no fear, I am renowned in my own right, but word of Ragnar's talent spreads like wildfire. I would be honored to make his acquaintance and perhaps help nurture that promise. Oh? Yeah, I can get a new knight out of it too. Hmm. That's cool if we were doing tournaments. But no, I want the knight. $4 to fabricate the claim on the capital of England. Hmm. Oh yeah, I didn't even look. Is it the Pope doesn't like me and that's why he won't do it? Because I thought even if he didn't like you, you would do it. But maybe it is my Archbishop. I don't know. We'll test the Archbishop theory first. But I do need to try and get rid of this. We'll see. Shame. She died unlanded. Hmm. Okay, started endorsing you. sure there's nothing here. Okay. So see, this is what I'm talking about. A hostile or otherwise malicious scheme is exposed, and the dude gets killed by me. I jog his memory is so good. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Pope ship. I have a wonderful gift for you. We'll do a sway scheme first. 20% chance. Oh, wait a second. Sponge on a stick has low durability, and he's my head of faith. Will not accept it. Why not? So he won't take sponge on a stick. It has low durability. It's already bad. Wait a minute. Oh, that's his stuff. What do you have? Healing water? I didn't realize I could see what his artifacts were. Is it really already? Has low durability. So if we... I hate to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Repair it, right? I need to repair this. I saw it. So if we repair the sponge on a stick, can we give it to the Pope? Sir. Oh, wait, it gives a health drain. That's probably why he won't take it. Yeah. Yeah, he won't take it because it's got a health drain on it. But he would take my battle axe that I'm not using. So if we do that, what happens? He gains 10 opinion of me? Oh, man. I don't think that's worth it right now. We're going to start to sway him. Low chance of it working, but we're going to try it right now. I think I can jog his memory. So what was the secret that was exposed? So if Wald of Oxford, someone's trying to murder him. No exposed agents yet. That is quite the shame. Because he is due to marry, or he did marry my daughter. Which... there's some land in it. If he passes. Their military strength is superior to ours. But it won't matter if they're dying. Okay. We'll put a pin in that. Wait a second. No, because you are promised to someone else. Ugh. Keeps the trait trust. Craft. I'm just finishing up today's business in my council chambers. My queen, Queen Sigrid, saunters in with her brother Oswine, eagerly at her heels. I put down the ledger I was just reading, knowing no good can come from this unexpected visit. Sigrid hesitantly remarks upon the room's furnishings. Don't these bare stone walls drive you the least bit mad? I know exactly what this room needs. Tapestries. My brother is excellent with a needle and thread. Sponsor him and see how his creation will improve your mood. Oh, you know what? Do that. Let's do that. Oh! Why would I do that? Oh. I see. Son of the Dutch Sigmund of Derbreath is plotting to kill my son-in-law. They need to have kids first. Like, that's my concern. Do not kill him until after they have kids. Once they have kids, I could care less what happens. Primary heir. Wait, that's not here. Yeah. I need them to have kids first. That's my concern. Don't kill him until after that. Okay. And how much longer for my son, Ragnar? Is 13, so we still have a few more years. I have so much dread, I guess, that some people are scared of me. Oh, my dread's 5. That's what. Yeah, I'll throw my. Okay. Let's see. Lifestyle. Absolute control. And then we'll get one more, and once we grab Overseer, we'll move to Intrigue, and then we'll start chipping away at family lines. I need to get someone installed here. Your primary heir is right here. The prince, who is 16. My counselor, Dora, drank herself to death. Wow. With no children. That's unfortunate. I need... Okay. It's going to be matrilineal. Filters. Kraka. Okay. Oof. See, I have to promise this is a grand wedding. It still won't work. He'll barely accept that. Oh. I try and learn the language. Chancellor. You're bad at this. Steward. You're good at it. Now we'll grab you. Okay. Did describe it happening to a lot of people. He coined the Rus or Russia. Really? Chronicler from Baghdad did describe it happening to lots of people. Yeah, I mean, drinking themselves to death is crazy. Stayed with the Rus for a few years. Really? Ragnar pressing sword strokes. It's really developing into quite the physical specimen. Another stroke hisses through the air, Ragnar following through poise and determination. I shudder to imagine what it would be like to be at the end of such a blow. A small part of me wonders whether such a focus on power is truly beneficial. Gains the trait athletic and his martial is increased by 2. Yeah, be athletic. Huh. It's crazy drinking yourself to death. Another son. Could not have come at a better time. Absolutely could not have. Vassal, Mayor Solvier. Accost me. Well met, liege. I've heard tell of your patronage of Oswine the Weaver. They say he's weaving a historical record worthy of a king. Please take this and give it to him. I wouldn't want to miss the chance to aid in the creation of a masterpiece. Sorkavir has interest in a great many things, among them your precious artifacts and the mines which produce them. How generous! I'll make sure he gets it. No, keep it. No. How generous. Ooh, I can offer to join his war. Pa, shouts Ironborn directly into my ear. My eyes open reluctantly one at a time. That's one way to wake up, I suppose. Small child next to my bed is positively vibrating with excitement, clutching mittens and an expensive wooden platter. It's snowing outside and I want to go sledding. Let's take a tray from the kitchen. We can make them become friends. No, let's take a tray from the kitchen. Let's go. Okay. Who do you have that can marry my son, who was just born? Oh, I have another son. Okay. A son and vassal. I have another son. Okay, so I have some boys this time around. That's good. Oh wait, filters. Yep, see, I knew. Wow. Ain't got nobody? You got nobody. Alright. I suppose that won't work. We're gonna end up having to take this by force. I know it. We're gonna have to take the whole Danish holding by force at some point. We'll just keep checking on them throughout the family line as it comes up. Okay, let's just check. Primary heir. Who are you? How old are you? You're 18, but you're betrothed to someone already. Are you? Yes, you are. See, that's why they're marrying him off early for alliances. Okay. So that's the deal here. Um, he's a drunk. He's flagellant. Dynastic kinslayer, so he's been murdering. Yeah. Oh, are we not soulmates? I didn't realize we weren't soulmates. Um, win by us. Yeah, let's run that quick. I didn't realize. I had no idea. Hmm. Oh, he is very quickly losing. Oh? There's no woman lovelier than Queen Sigrid. In her presence, my words often fail me. None of my compliments ever do her justice. Perhaps a carefully drafted poem would better capture her virtues. I will write about her noble righteousness. Watch that bullet in my face. Sigrid does not large craftsmanship. Marshal Solvi and I are deep into a war game, poring over a table with small counters representing various troops. I barely notice Ragnar sidle up, but his fierce gaze directed at the tabletop immediately belies the intensity of his internal calculations. Here, Ragnar's voice startles me, that group is engaged frontally. If you were to just use the forest to screen your approach, you could catch them totally off guard. Solvi raises his eyebrows over Ragnar's back. Yeah, as he leans over to move the counters. My goodness, he's right. Increases his martial by 2. I gain martial advice for 20 years and gain 50 martial lifestyle experience. Or he increases his martial by 4. We're going to do equal gains here. I'm going to see if his forces keep going down. Son was my father. They just started swinging at one another when he's interrupted by a high-pitched shriek, turning our attention to the fight down in the street. Combatants appear to be a couple of pages from my court, circling each other in preparation for another tussle. Break it up. 5% chance to gain firm hand? What is that? Monthly prestige per dread is crazy. Ooh. Yo. I didn't get it. Yeah, if that, the first time his war power goes up, we're going to pause and declare war on him for that spot. Right there. If I can seize it. Okay, what if we do seize? I get the barony. Okay, so I get all of them. I get fame. Oh, I guess it's really just a difference of how I want to do it. Okay. Oh, I want it. So we do it. We pause, and we, while we can, call allies to war. War and peace. Through marriage. God, he remarried incredibly young. That is wild. Disgusting. Okay, so call to war. Fighting him in another war, that's why. Okay, that's fine. That's actually pretty good. Through marriage. Call to war. Let's get part of this. Is that what I'm led to believe? That's what I am to believe. No. It's fine. We're going to take this right here. Oh, is that how we're going to do this? Is that what we're doing here? That's what we're doing here. Okay. It's fine, because it looks like he's also fighting England down here. Such as the accomplishments of King Osrael, the Pope himself officially recognized his instrumental role in defense and promulgation of Catholic virtues. Sarah Dynasty will be long be remembered for its piety and zeal thanks to impeccable conduct of this great man. Great. Oh. Maybe this mic is a little. Sometimes let me. Maybe that'll work. I appreciate you letting me know. Um. Okay. Let's try. Let's try for this. My father drank himself to death. Now y'all just stop drinking. You tried that? Everybody just dying. Let's see what we got here. My neighbor is lost. We'll try. Excellent. If they lost that war, you know what that means? Sound like a cord was not plugged in all the way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably what it was. I just unplugged and replugged it back in. Um, Strange sights have a way of presenting themselves when you least expect it, so be it. So it proves when my brother-in-law, Rothard, an experienced healer, confronts me with the overexcitement of Ragnar in tow. Young Ragnar wishes to learn one of our professions, my lord, and we would be inclined to teach him, interrupts exasperately. We just need your say-so because I'm not going to be the one taking him away from his studies without that. Um, no. Herbalism's an interesting. Let's see. Learning goes up. Okay. Join me. The worthless buddy. My sister died of old age. Let's see. Try as I might, the affections of my wife still elude me, but I can feel I'm onto something great. My tutelage over my son may be able to succeed in my courtship yet. A little nudge, and perhaps Amborn would sing of my virtues and prove that I have a way with children that any woman would find irresistible. Oh, alright. Let's try. Oof. Sent Amborn over to the target of my affections, nothing but the best expectations in my mind. Before long, though, Sigrid is glancing over at me and giggling profusely each time Amborn opens his mouth. I can't hear much, but I do hear the words abhorrent, churl, and stinky being thrown around a lot. Oof. Where are the English forces? A feline hunter. I want a cat. I think I found the reason why some days are more rat-free than others. Vassal Mayor Sorkvir happily declares as he moves aside to reveal a servant holding a very displeased cat. It wriggles in an attempt to free itself from the scratched up arms of the servant, meowing in a rather endearing fashion. I'd say this is one successful rat hunter. In fact, yeah, hell yes, get a cat. I know, I'm excited. Let's see, in the middle of a wrestling match with a fat one when we found it. What say you? Should we adopt this cat? Hell yes, I want the cat. Murder holes and priest holes. A concealed torture room where I can get away with more is crazy. See? That's what I'm talking about. I can get away with some of the sadist stuff. Let's decorate real fast. We'll display this right there. Yeah. Can we increase the amenities? Yes, we can. We dropped them before because we were broke. But we got a lot more gold coming in now. I can actually probably get away with this quite easily. Now we can hit the upper end right here. And we'll hold court. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors to the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne while others move out of the way. Yada yada yada. Gesture to the first line. Alright. Next petitioner is an extremely angry Count Gregor of Surland with the briefest deference shown. Count Gregor relays that some of my knights, led by Angermar, have passed through the county of Surland recently. They've looted, pillaged, and despoiled the villages and farms of Surland. It's an absolute travesty, my king, and I will not stand for it. Yeah, no. Return your plunder. Punish troublemakers. I don't know why that's a bad thing. Because they were troublemakers. I don't know a lot, but I know some. I can offer compensations for the losses, which ends up actually helping out a lot. Throw some gold around. Recognize the next set of petitioners immediately. Oh, my queen and Henry, a pair that are well known for their intense rivalry. Worryingly, they're not arguing with each other. My lord, begins Queen Sigrid of Iceland, we have to tell you that many in your realm are intensely dissatisfied with the current tax regimen, or regime, rather. They find it to be unjustifiably extortionate. We're probably going to take this route. Unworthy ruler for 5 years is crazy. I just fight my wife. Is that what this is right here? Successfully intimidate my wife. She gains opinion from me? No way! How do you gain opinion from being intimidated like this and being scared? I mean, we're going to do it, obviously, because this is literally the best option for me. That's wild. Gaggle of grotty peasants appear before my throne. They are armed with the most vicious, flaming farming equipment I've seen in my whole career of quashing rebellions. One pokes a pitchfork through my favorite throne cushion. Excuse me? This being which rules us is a true demon incarnate. No real man could be capable of such violent extremities as we have faced. Take up arms, help us slay it before it transforms. Maybe some traitor perk you have, or same for her. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to look. Spawn of Satan. Yes! I think we're gonna lean full into screw what the Pope says. I'm ah, I can make myself lose sadistic, or I could get a cool ass nickname as my most prominent. The only person who's been here for literally every single one of my streams. No scope. Please, am I going to get the nickname Spawn of Satan, or am I going to lose Sadist? I'm not eligible for achievements on this one, I don't think. Maybe I am. I don't know. It might be. Spawn of Satan, my man. No trophy. No achievement. But you know what? Yeah, fuck that church. Hell yes. All right, we got it. Paws, mittens, snow, oh, I guess you can't see that I'm typing. Interesting. Spawn of Satan's cat mittens. Nah, I got one. Got one better. Mr. Bojangles. We can do mittens though. Do Mr. Bojangles. What a great name, Mr. Bojangles the cat, by the spawn of Satan. Taking a screenshot of Spawn of Satan. I'm gonna try and figure out how to make that the thumbnail for the video on the YouTube channel. Levy desertions. Yeah. Where are you going? They're leaving. Prince David might join. Uh-oh. I go ahead with my attempt to romance her. It's a 35% chance. I hoist myself through her window. I feel as if I've been plunged into a frozen lake. She's on the floor. The intruder pushing her down, a gleaming blade between them. With a roar, I grab the villain by the collar and throw him into the wall. The rest is a blur. What are you doing here? Do not come any closer. Leave at once or I will hurt you. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. Strong sense of justice will endear you to the people. Be just, my daughter. Call allies to war. Will not accept. Yeah, kiss ass. 6 court grandeur, 75. Oh. Okay. Yep. I gain 150 prestige, 50 gold, and my dynasty gets 100 now. How's this war going, by the way? Still +6. Okay. Prince David of the Byzantine Empire joined. Oh no. Not Prince David. No. Oh man. Well, shit. Is it because I'm the spawn of Satan? I feel it's because I'm the spawn of Satan. That's why Prince David has joined. One of my favorite things about playing is... Oh, Alliance expired. That's terrible. He wasn't accepting it anyway, so it didn't really affect me that much. I think one of my favorite things about Iceland is no one's gonna come all the way over here to... Are you hosting a feast without me, you son of a bitch? Yeah, there's a feast going on. And I wasn't invited? Ragnar is now of age. Proved time and time over the course of his studies that he had a natural affinity for careful planning and more than a little misdirection. He now holds a lot of ways to get what he wants. Most importantly, he is highly aware of the political implications of those wants. So first of all, fuck Count Gregor, because I don't remember receiving an invitation to come here. Oh, I guess he did. Whoops. I have to leave within 36 days. Well, I'm not going to be done with this war. Stop it. The grand wedding. See, I know that I guaranteed a grand wedding. We're betrothed. Arrange the marriage. There we go. Grand wedding. It still says they're related, but I swear I went through and I could not find where we're related at all. So hopefully that doesn't come back and bite me in the ass. Your son and heir and my sister will be joined in holy matrimony. May they find strength and support in their union. By the way, Duke, now that we are of like mind here, you wanna so listen, you wanna join a fight? You wanna join a fight? Hey, he does. Okay. Continual growth of Ragnar has crept up on me, but I now look at him with a peer's eyes. After all that time ago, I had seen his potential and resolved to nurture it. I had little idea of what to expect then, but it's clear that my efforts have not been in vain. Ragnar stands face to face with me, smiling, and despite our familiarity, I can't help but feel that natural pull he exudes. There can be no doubting it. This man is marked for greatness in some mysterious way. I am certain that I have done the right thing by aiding his journey along the treacherously woven path of fate. It has been an honor. And he gains Tool of Fate. What are those? No prowess lost from age. Monthly prestige is up. Monthly renown is up. Monthly lifestyle experience up. General opinion up. That's amazing. And additionally, diplomacy increased by 2. Martial by 4, stewardship by 4, intrigue by 4, learning by 4, and I lose stress. That is fantastic. Also, we're gonna plan the wedding. And we're gonna go into debt doing it, apparently. Ooh, wait. Who... I need to make sure this is the red wedding. But I can't do this until after the war is over. Is it 3 years or is it 3 months after they get let me see. Because I'm about to murder their whole family line. I need this war to finish. Okay. Lifestyle. Welcome to chat. We grab Overseer. And we start with the intrigue. Natural dread up. Intrigue experience goes up. Agent acceptance 10. Intrigue 3. We might want that for now. No. We do this for now. We start working on experience. But we need to hurry up and take this and be done with it. Yeah, he's got that already. But we have 10,000 to his 6,000, and they're mostly fighting on my land. I need y'all to siege this just a little bit faster. 4 months is crazy. Yeah, can we speed up just a little bit? That'd be great. $42 days left. Good. Once we conquer that, they have 7 months left. 6 months left. We'll have it before then. Okay. Let's go remove all of them from the lands, please. Yep. Caught them before they could move. All right, we'll see it done. Oh. To the loathsome King Colbean, may your humors rot in your living body. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So be it. Okay. So this is going to die down. Everyone's going to go back to their own business. I'm not offering him shit. He's still. I know he's still talking crap from a prison cell. I should have just left him there. I should have told my my ally, just leave him in prison forever. I'm going to give this to someone who's not me. Although it is tempting to keep it. No, I need... That's for the Kingdom of Iceland. But this duchy title needs to go to someone else. Grant to family member. Oh, he doesn't like me, so he doesn't get shit. Family is family. My son and ward. This prince will be landed. I give you all three of those, or yeah, all those. Which now has my money coming in slower, which is unfortunate, but we change the contract, higher taxes from him, use the hook, modify. Negotiate an alliance with him, which of course he will accept, and we'll get a little more money flowing in a few minutes. I think that was the right play here. Okay. So now we don't have that ugly orange piece right there in the middle. This is going to be a little dicey because I don't know what to expect here. I haven't done a murder wedding before. But I believe we have a wedding to plan. And it's probably going to be the last thing I do before I have to go have lunch with one of my kids. Grand wedding. Let's plan it and go into debt over it. Aww. Do not have for your purpose. Confirm. Really? Where's accomplished forger? Am I blind? Is that not intrigue? Really? It's diplomacy? Well, that's a shame. We'll have to find another marriage to murder an entire family. But we will still plan the grand wedding. We just won't murder anyone this time around. Plan grand wedding. Yeah. We'll plan it up here. Y'all come to my home. I don't need to bring an entourage, which is great. So I can't do it because I'm too broke. Is that what it is? Missing 171 gold. Little disappointed. Little disappointed. I still can't do it. Missing 11 gold is crazy. That is quite unfortunate. I daughter Sega has given birth to a son. Missing 9 gold. It'll be 3 months before I can afford this, then I'll be broke again. That's a shame. That is such a shame. I didn't even have to plan the wedding. I really did not realize. I should have done my research. Unfortunate. Drivel. It's truly heartfelt. I gained some prestige. I don't need the prestige. Will be nice. I'm the nicest spawn of Satan anyone's ever seen. Speed this up so we can plan this wedding. Be generous. Sure. Mr. Bojangles, an interruption. I sit gesturing at my council to do the same. The most powerful people in the realm are here. I open my mouth to speak and meow. I look around for the culprit. Meow. Mr. Bojangles hops up on top of the long table, purring contentedly. He butts his head into my hand happily. Henry, meanwhile, purses his lips in disapproval. Perhaps we can have the animal removed, my lord. We have business of much import to discuss. He can stay. Henry, I don't care what you have to say. Start the wedding. Oh, really? Focus on ending the life of your target. This often results in murder occasions and special options. But who is my target is the problem. Oh. Oh, there's where they're related. There is where they're related. So how did I piss off everybody? They hate me because they're Catholic and I'm a sadist. And we're different. We're of different cultures. Yeah, no, I promised a red wedding. We're gonna murder somebody. We just gotta find someone. But yeah, that's why they hate me. Is I just exist. I was born a sadist, and unfortunately, no, we're gonna kill the King of England. Understandable. Have a nice day. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, unfortunately, that was the hand that was dealt to us. I guess also the nickname Spawn of Satan might have something to do with it. $8 months until it begins. At least I'll get some of the money back. Got an acclaimed knight. $5 months. Although we can see her progress as she's moving through. All right. I can't wait. I'm just so proud. Day is finally come and I couldn't be proud of my Ragnar, the beautiful groom. As the person standing by my side has unwillingly discovered, look at him. Isn't he radiant? Oh yes, Spawn of Satan hosting a grand wedding. Surely nothing can go wrong. You're absolutely right. I hope everything goes just great. I'm glad that I'm especially glad the King of England is here. The direct heir, or the top of the line of succession that my son will eventually inherit, maybe. The person standing by my side is unwillingly discovered. Look at him. Isn't he radiant? And it's such a good match. Everything is perfect. By my side, Sega smiles politely. I'm just so proud of my son. This is gonna go horribly, and because I have to leave in a few minutes, and we're gonna leave the stream, I'm gonna have to deal with the fallout from this murder going bad. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Yay, I'm getting friends. This is great. Wonderful. Okay. I'm enjoying the ceremony, proud of what I managed to organize. Everything has gone well so far. And as soon as I think it, now I've jinxed it. Ragnar freezes in confusion, having clearly forgotten what the next step of the ceremony is. I can salvage. Suddenly House Bolton shows with chainmail on. Exactly. The Boltons send their regards. Yeah, no, we planned a red wedding earlier, but I didn't realize I had to have a diplomacy skill and not intrigue to actually do the grand wedding where you murder the whole other family and cut off the whole line. So eventually someone is going to do it. In this playthrough, someone in this family line is going to have a red wedding, but it just won't be today like I was hoping for. We are going to try to kill the King of England, though. I'll still try to salvage the situation. Either he loses opinion of me, like he would anyway, or I salvage the situation. So we're going to do that. All right, we did it. Okay. Ceremony has finally reached its climax. Traditional rituals have been completed, and all that's left is the final vows. A formal consent, the seal on the marriage. As both Ragnar and Herewith say, I do, the crowd starts cheering, and we all stand to witness the beginning of their life together. I hope they can consummate the marriage before I murder the king. / her grandfather. With all the formalities behind us, it's now time to celebrate. I signal for the servants to bring out the food and drinks and to shepherd the guests to the feast venue. Let the wedding banquet begin. Gained a manipulation hook. Hell yes. We could all tell Niall had too much to drink, even though he insisted on showing us how sober he was. Simply rising from his seat proved too much for him, and I'm now covered in stinking vomit. This feels familiar. No Scope will attest that I get thrown up on at every single feast gathering or anything like that. I get vomited on every time. And there's always people fighting and murdering, so this is just right at home. We haven't gone as far as you would think. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm telling you, dude, every time thrown up on. Every single time. Okay. Okay. It's a rare person who can go an entire feast without needing at least a little time outside, away from the hubbub, even if only to relieve themselves. Fortunately for me, let's see, next thing you know, one of the men-at-arms is being stabbed to death by 5 Bolton levies. Exactly. Exactly. My blackjack clutched in hand. Oh, I'm sorry. From a nearby alcove, I watch as he wanders along the edge of the ocean close to the walls. My blackjack clutched in hand. I just need to hit him hard enough that he's stunned. The water will take care of the rest, and it'll even look like an accident. I've got the element of surprise, so if the plan goes awry, bolting in time shouldn't be a problem. Sadly, it won't take... I can't read any more on it. This was a foolish idea. Absolutely not. 10% success chance to any murder scheme you start against him in the next 20 years. No, we're murdering him now. If I fail, I've got a secret attempted murder. So he won't actually know it's me. Bonk. He topples but still conscious. Son of a bitch. Damn it. I picked the main dishes personally. What happened? Any reasonable standards, the evening's food is an exciting medley of textures, flavors, and spectacle. Though this is particularly a special occasion, near my seat, Rikiza and Mayor Suni share their opinions about the spread. By Jesus, the cuisine is sublime, enthuses Rikiza, as varied as propriety demands without overindulging. I'm not sure why the course progression is so rushed, Suni complains. It took everyone forever to get here, and now we're speeding through the meal. It's because it wasn't about the fucking meal. Yes, I picked them myself. I was expecting the Caesar special, too. I was hoping for it. I just tell my wife to shut up. That's terrible. Every feast, there's always one, every single feast. One long-winded, ill-born pissant cornering people who will just not be silent. This time it's Sigrid, and she's desperately trying to get me to invest some of my ample resources as a noble Lord King in her idea for a novel kind of public gymnasium, something focused on training all kinds of fitness across the spectrum of exercise. I'm going to scream, hold on, because that's good for the levies. That's actually really good for the levies. I gain approachable for 15 years. Okay, so we're not actually going to get any bonus out of this. I do need her to have more kids with me, so we can't be that much of an ass, unfortunately. Yeah, me in general. You're right. Me all the time. I feel it. I'll be more approachable, I guess. Am I really not gonna have a chance to kill this dude again? That's so unfortunate. Hold on, let me read it. This is not the absolute grandest affair. The evening's entertainments are still an exciting array of actors, acrobats, jugglers, and more. Near my seat, both Captain Karchan and High King Flanchad share their opinions on the display. It's good to have background excitement without overwhelming all conversation. Half whispers Karchan. Whilst they're adequate, they're hardly the spectacle I was expecting, Flanchad moans. We're gonna focus on this dude because I'm hoping it unnerves him. Like I'm hoping I can try and get him alone again. Elder Kings 2 and Elder Scrolls Total Conversion. Ooh, that's cool. See, I'm playing on console, otherwise I can't do it, which is unfortunate. Because the Game of Thrones mod looked good on it. I was looking at some of them. Um, okay, every wedding banquet is host to a frankly interminable number of speeches, some long, some short, some honest, some deceptive, roiling up and down the hall, punctuating every course of the feast in waves. As my turn nears, I'm left wondering, should I consider the happy couple or gloat a bit at my future victim Osred? After all, it's easy for double meanings to get lost for most of the sea of words. Um, no, I don't want my son to be mad. I gotta be careful. No, we're gonna threaten him. Let me see. Haven't tried those. I've been using rice and Viet for a bit now. I've already bullshit my way to the top in my liege's administrative empire. Nice. What is rice and what is Viet? And nice making it to your administrative empire at the top. You just bullshit your way through it. We gotta slink out a little bit. You see the guests are satisfied and tired, but the day's celebration is not over yet. Quickly organize a festive procession to lead the newlyweds to their bedchamber. Weird. Let's take the newlyweds. Let's let them celebrate privately. For us who remain, let's pour another drink. It's time. Okay. The newlyweds retired for the evening. The braziers are lit, flagons filled, and musicians rallied for festivities long into the night. Hours later, I find myself looking hazily down my goblet at Frida, mother of the bride, who was just almost choked her wine in mirth. Choked on her wine in mirth. She slurs, I admit your son is a fine match for my daughter. Happy may they be. Um, 1% chance of being a drunkard. Rice's regional immersion and cultural enrichment in Viet is a very immersive event. Oh, that's the one you were telling. Those are the ones you were telling me about, huh? That give you more options and more benefits and drawbacks based on your your race and your culture and stuff like that. Those are the two you were talking about. Okay, that is really cool. And Major, it was tradition back then to escort the newlyweds to their chambers so that they may do the deed. I know, and there had to be someone that like hung out and made sure they could hear them just bumping uglies, just stirring the macaroni and cheese. If they could prove they consummated the marriage. There it is. We get a second chance, chat. It's a prowess challenge, which is a stab, I'm guessing. The evening has been long gone, and the guests start to leave after the couple sets off for more private matters. I scout King Osred across the room and make an effort to not abandon the room until he does. A foreign knight leaves to pray, and it's just the two of us. Well, it's time for me to go too, Osford says, getting up from his chair. A silver lamp hangs over his head like a tongue of fire. What has the highest chance of success? Because I can't come back from this. Prefer administrative governments because it better suits me, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so I don't know that we have administrative governments yet on console. I think that's one of the DLCs, yeah. Um, but we don't have all of it on console yet. But I was looking at some of the administrative government stuff, and that's what I'm looking at wanting to do. I want to. I think it's an interesting leap forward for the for the times. You know, I think that's a really cool direction to try and take things. Okay, so this isn't. If I follow him, I'll know where he sleeps. Gain a significant bonus to the murder schemes targeting roads to power. Yeah, see, I don't have that one yet. Okay, so we have an 81% chance to kill him this time. Um, we got the lower end of the roll last time, so naturally we're gonna hit this 18%, and it's gonna fuck the whole thing up because that's my luck every time through here. As no scope will attest, I mentioned we finally have enough land to make our own kingdom of Iceland. Hopefully nothing happens, and within 4.5 seconds of saying that, my ruler died and split up all the land when he died. So we're gonna hit this 18%. Nope, we didn't. Oh my god, it's so good. I really, really thought that we were gonna hit that 18, and I wasn't gonna be able to deal with the fallout. Newlyweds have taken their leave, consigned by the families to the bedchamber to consummate their union. The rest of us return to the banquet hall, make merry, and celebrate. Administrative mostly because it's all about smarts over Unga Bunga expansion. I know that's the problem I'm having here is I want to play it smart, and I can't do that without just waging war on everything. So I'm trying to marry into families and just murder the line as I go down. But for now, I'm just going to have to be content with Unga Bunga, swing the sword, paint the map. Many of the guests are already kicking off the next stage of the party, encouraging musicians, and beginning the next round of dancing. The rest of the evening is mine to spend how I wish. At last, I can really let loose. Doing the Dougie on his grave. Tired after long days waiting and socializing, my nieces and I ensconce ourselves at a table to mull over the union. Just get the whole royal court to just do footloose. Gudrun speaks quietly. You know, I must say I still have misgivings. I worry for my cousin. This woman lacks honor. I have watched her all day. She will bring Ragnar only misery. Surely you will see, sister. The alliance with House Cersing Surferdin must come before this happiness. Um, it's a good match. I made this match. I picked this. So never doing it at power as the Lord or Emperor of the Empire. I make sure to absolutely consolidate power to ensure my vassals are empowered and love me. See, that's what I wanted to do. But unfortunately, I didn't even get that chance. I literally had the land and was waiting, like, I think 2 months on the fastest speed. I had to wait 2 months to get enough gold to form the kingdom. And death. It was just wild. Finally, the last guest leaves. I look around at the deserted venue. The food, leftovers, the spilled mead on the floor, the echoes of people's laughter still lingering in the air, and feel satisfied. What an amazing day. Did a very fine job organizing it. I sure did. I did a great job organizing this. This was perfect. Nobody had to die except for one person. So it's an improvement over the last festivals in my family line. Thank you all for coming. So just to recap the wedding, I gained 300 prestige. Every guest gained 75. Every guest gained 5 opinion of me because they're impressed. Every guest, Ragnar gained 5 opinion with all of them. His wife gained 5 opinion with all of them. I gained 10 trade experience for Eager Reveler. Every courtly vassal gained 5 opinion of me. 3 trade experience with the Eager Reveler trait as well. So that's good for them. I got $20. Ragnar, my son and heir, gained 400 prestige. Every guest gained 5 opinion of him. Celebrated grand wedding. See, I like that too. I like I like the idea of pulling appointments. If I feel that they're not doing what they should do, I should be able to say, "Hey, you're fired." Someone else can do the job. I love that nowhere in the conclusion of the wedding was the murder of the fucking King of England. Nowhere is that mentioned. What a great wedding, y'all. It was great. Let's see how the land gets divided up, if at all. Doesn't look like it will. So who's the King of England now? Without tyranny too, just nice. Yeah, see that I like. I hate the idea they're like this is tyranny. Like I'm actually in charge, and I'm just saying that this person is doing a shit job of running a county or an earldom or a duchy. Feudal vassals are ordained by God to rule, so they can't see. Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem right there. Okay, so I actually control none of this. Let's look at the family line now. So his primary heir is this dude, Duke Harold, whose primary heir is. Oh my god. What is that? Oh, she's a giant. I'm sorry. I thought it was just the random generation from the from the game. I didn't realize that she had a medical condition. Thought that she was just ugly, but apparently she's a giant. Okay. Also a bleeder. Who are you? Only thing that ordained you in a governorship was me and the paper, which could easily be burned and this idiot. Yeah. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. Um. Well, this becomes a problem. So his primary heir is his daughter. His daughter is actually married, and they have kids. Which means. Which means. Can I. Can I snag that? Can I snag that family line right there? I just use better beautiful females mod too. Yeah, yeah. Some of the women in here not so great. Okay, okay. The chance of children is low. These are going to be some like bad traits on the kids too. That's unfortunate. Um, this is what I meant to say without the mistake. Yeah, yeah. No, which is crazy because it's the even here like whenever you're fabricating a claim your religious leader literally comes to you, whether he's a bishop or if he's a spiritual leader or what have you, and he's just like, "Hey, yo, I found everything that we need for this. I just need a little bit of gold to grease the palms of some people, just a little bribe to make sure the paperwork's in order." That doesn't sound like ordained by God. That sounds pretty shady, honestly. Okay, so we're gonna get in on the on more claims to the throne in England. where was I in this? Because I married into this family. That's what we just saw. I swear Ragnar married into this family somewhere. Am I tripping? I'm tripping. It was here somewhere? No? Somewhere in there. Where are you, Ragnar? Her family. Oh, he died. Administrative on the other hand, I appointed you because I felt you were suited. I can revoke it unrestrained because it's my right as your lord. Exactly. That's exactly it. Um, okay, so this is the family he married into. So her parents, this was the Duke right here. That's how we married into it. Because this dude was supposed to be in line to to grab it, but he passed away. He passed away before they could have kids. He died during the wedding, like not as a result of the wedding, but he died. Oh, that's quite unfortunate. He died before they could marry and have kids. Otherwise, my son's heir. Yeah, it really was a red wedding. He like he had nothing to do with the murder scheme, but yeah, if he hadn't died before they could have kids, my heir, I did the math earlier, my heir's kids would have been the heir to the throne of England if I killed this dude afterwards because he was the next in line. But because he died before the current King of England, because he was supposed to die and then the other dude was supposed to die. Her, my daughter-in-law's uncle, if he died after this dude died, because he was going to be my next target, I was going to start a murder scheme on him, then my kids' would have been the heirs to, or would have been the rightful rulers of England, which means I would have controlled the new kingdom of Iceland coming down here, and then we would have controlled England, and he would have still been king of Iceland. But we'll work on further putting ourselves at the bottom of the family tree in England next time around, which will be tomorrow, 2.5 hours ago. It's a good thing I gave myself some time to get ready, but I was already ready because I got 20 minutes to get to my kids' school for lunch. So I will catch y'all tomorrow, and we'll have a new sponsor tomorrow. Again, I did mention at the beginning of the stream when no one else was here, I am starting to get sponsors, a placeholder for sponsors, and um, today's episode was brought to you by Tupac Shakur's hologram at Coachella a few years ago. He gave us all his worldly possessions, which was nothing. So special thanks to him. We couldn't have done this without the hologram giving us all of that holographic money. So y'all, I'll catch you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll try and do something crazy like a red wedding at some point in the future. But I'll catch y'all later. Toodles.